Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 9 of Harderloper. What's really crazy is that when we did our vanilla Interloper series, we were finished by episode 9. We had done all the Far Territory stuff. Within 200 days, we got it all done. Now we're already past the 200-day mark, and we're still just kind of scratching the surface, trying to get started. These rules are extremely difficult, but I've enjoyed it every step of the way. We have been thoroughly challenged. We have been pushed to the absolute limit of what our character has been capable of, and I'm excited to keep it going. Right now, we're trying to build a base in Transfer Pass, something I've never done before. We're going to want to build a bed, right? We'll no longer have to use our ptarmigan down bedroll here. We're going to be able to build a workbench. All kinds of really cool stuff. I'm excited to do it. Anyway, let's give this a shot. One thing I'm really curious about is, can you... how it's saved here? One thing I'm really... Right. I entered and exited building mode. That's cool. I like that. So you can save the game looking at whatever you want. If you press Y to enter building mode and then leave building mode again. One thing I'm curious about is, can you pick up and collect the furniture workbench? Most likely, no. But I would like to find out. Anyway, today's the day. We have to go to the Forsaken Airfield, but right now it's pretty cold. Perhaps not too cold, however, to harvest a fir limb for extra fire fuel. Got some sticks here. Oh no, the wind picked up pretty much right as soon as I started gathering that, so I couldn't finish. But it was worth a shot. I'm definitely going to want to try to find a whetstone soon. This hatchet isn't going to last forever. In fact, the durability's gotten quite low already. The hammer is easy to repair. Our knife is brand new. And withstanding very well against the rigors of all the animals we've had to butcher so far. Okay. It appears calm once again. Let's give this another shot. We need to be tired enough to sleep anyway, right? So... yeah, we're gonna lose too much health if we do that. Hello, Zuzi. Welcome, sweetie. It's good to see you. Alright, let's eat up before we lose our well-fed bonus. We are gonna need to do some more hunting. That's the one thing that sucks about trying to live here, is the lack of available food. It's entirely possible that I should, by rights, be trying to base up in the Forsaken Airfield instead. You know, it just might be a more intelligent decision. At least then we have a workbench and suitable hunting right away. But there is also the possibility that through snares I could end up with a relatively reliable food source. I haven't used snares in such a long time. So I don't know. Let's get some sleep, though. Good morning, Lee. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, we got to go to the Forsaken Airfield, and we got to start exploring that region. I'm not looking forward to it. It's such a big, wide-open region. You're likely to get lost and perish in a blizzard there, but we've done it before. We should be able to do it again. Okay. 4 liters of water. Let's... What is this? We have raw ptarmigan meat? Right, we butchered that ptarmigan, never did anything with it. Let's put that outside on the back door. Okay. I have to shed some weight. Even the storage around here is something we're having quite a problem with. All right, deposit that. Beautiful day today. I'm pretty much taking all of this food. It is too early to leave at present. Maybe what I should do is just spend the day over in the zone of contamination trying to hunt more deers. And maybe we could even begin to loot that mine area. I may be overloaded on water. I know I seem a little disorganized in my thoughts right now. I'm just trying to think of the best way to handle this, both short-term and long-term. Because I don't necessarily know that I want to base up inside Transfer Pass, only because there's no good hunting here, right? We have ptarmigans, we have rabbits, there's no deer, and the nearest wolf is over there in the far range branch line. So I'm not sure how I want to handle this. When I think about our long-term food prospects, it seems very grim. You know, like we just can't do very good hunting here. And if we do hunting in a neighboring region, then we have to use the travois to take it all the way back here. So we would be well advised to try and base up somewhere else. Now, apparently there is a cave. Apparently there's a cave that connects the zone of contamination to the Forsaken Airfield. I'd like to try to learn where that cave is. And then maybe we could base up near that cave, right? Just a place that's good for getting from one location to the other. Well, I figured it out. It was lucky, though, that a zombie showed up who just so happened to have glasses on his head, right? Like, we got lucky finding that out as quickly as we did. All right, let's have a 2-hour nap and hope it warms up. So, zone of contamination, Forsaken Airfield, zone of... We're gonna go to the Forsaken Airfield first, because that's where our next objective is. I have the mag lens, I have coal. We have 10 bandages and 6 beard dressing, just in case. We also have 4 reishi mushrooms. And we're just gonna leave while it's cold. I may as well leave that off for now until I actually start coming across wolves. I better not forget it off, though. I just gotta take one look at my stamina bar to know that something isn't kosher. You know what? I have an idea. I think I know where that cave is in the zone of contamination. So if I can find the cave in that region, then I can follow it to the exit and take it out to Forsaken Airfield. I think that's the best way of going about this. Get our stamina back. We'll have another 2-hour nap and hopefully it'll be a lot warmer. More conducive to comfortable travel. Hello, Insight. I've missed you too, buddy. How are you doing today? Hello, Alone. Welcome, man. How you doing today? Shibi, good to see you, fella. How you doing? Shibiscus, that's right. All right. Well, let's get going. Son of a bitch. All right, here we are. Well, it's noon here, Insight. 12 o'clock at noon. You're doing good, eh, Shibi? Another nickname for Shibi is Shigeru Miyamoto for all you Nintendo fans out there. That one's a little on the cringier side, but that's never stopped me, right? Oh, Insight, you can be here every day, buddy. Every day. I see a couple of wolves on the water out there. Speaking of, let's put our vest on. Hello, Theo. Oh, how's the boy? You watching cat TV? You looking out the window, seeing the world? It's too cold for you, isn't it? But it's not too cold for you. You survived in the wild for years. Yeah, you could do it. You could totally do it, because that's a good boy. You gotta get cozy, though. You should get cozy. Yeah, you gotta get cozy. Gotta get cozy. Anyway, guys, it does look like there's a fair amount of cedar here. Anyway, we're gonna take the back way to where we want to go. There's a route over here that I can take to get there. Well, I think first, right now alone, we're seeking out a cave that connects the zone of contamination to Forsaken Airfield. And I'd like to learn the location of that cave. I was thinking about it, and basing up in Transfer Pass might not be the best idea, primarily because of the lack of good hunting in the area. Every time we want to bag a deer or something, we have to go to another region. And over the long term, that just requires too much use of the travois to bring food back. So I'm thinking a better option is to just settle for a base in a different location, with better hunting available. With that said, I think I want to base up in Forsaken Airfield. It's the region that has fishing cabins, and with any luck, there's going to be a fishing cabin near that transition cave that leads to the zone of contamination. I'm gonna have to find that cave that connects. I think it's down there. I think that's where the cave is that connects the zone of contamination to the Forsaken Airfield. So what I could do as a temporary measure is I could base up at the trailer over here. There's a trailer just a little bit more that way. And then down there to the left of that waterfall, I think, is the cave that connects these regions. I'm fairly certain. I remember it from a prior playthrough. Oh, come on, Zuzi. Well, remember, Zuzi, we fed him for 6 months, right? And then we adopted him, and then the crazy family took him, claiming he was theirs, and then he ran away 2 weeks after, and then it was like another 6 months before we got him again. At least 6 months. So he was definitely wild for at least a year, but probably more. Yeah, it's our boy, though. He's a strong boy. He embraced his mountain like a good little Prometheus. Yes, he did. He's a boy. Oh, that's our good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. All right, the trailer that we seek is right over here. Somewhere. Straight ahead that way, but there's this massive chemical field that we have to find a way around before we can get there. You know what, actually? I don't think that cave is over there. It might be over here. I'll have to find out. But it's a good opportunity to search the region and get a feel for it. Jesus. Well, we have our vest on. We're ready for anything. I can't cut through those chemicals, though. I have to go through the wolves. I don't want to. But what am I to do, Walter? What am I to do? Yeah, I know. It's next to that waterfall with like a tree bridge over the water. I kind of recall it. Kind of. Well, we made it to the trailer without having to have a direct confrontation. Now, the waterfall cave we're looking for is either over there or up there through there. Either way, this is our outpost for now. Our base of operations where we orient a search of the area. Some wild animals, Blue. I wouldn't try to tame, like, a monkey or a bear or a wolf or anything, but... Or a tiger, right? Some wild animals will always be dangerous. Yeah. And I guess that's the difference between taming and domestication. Domestication is when you can develop a safe relationship with an animal that symbiotically benefits you in some way. But taming is like what you do with a tiger. You tame a tiger because in the end it can always kill you. And taming is not the same as domestication. Alright, let's harvest this. It's like that guy, he was a zookeeper and he had like a hippo. And he was like, oh, I'm such good friends with this hippopotamus. And then one day the hippopotamus killed him and it's like, well... Maybe you weren't too good of friends, you know? Alright, let's take a look up here first. Good boy. Come on, come get cozy. No more. Go get cozy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, right on, Brian. Hey, I didn't properly thank you for that gifted membership you gave us yesterday. Thank you very much. I left the live stream up. It was just so short. Yeah. I'm glad that you rescued that dog. That is good. Cat hairs and my mouse laser. Par for the course. Alright. Now, I don't think this is the place. I think the place where the connector cave is over there where we came from near the waterfall. Those are probably sickened wolves. There is a cave right there. Let's go check that cave out. For what it's worth. And I gotta remember, my way out is over there. Oh yeah, history is rife with stories of that. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's you know, wild animals, they just require a certain level of respect. There was this lady. This lady had 3 pet dogs, but they were like 7/8 wolf. Like they were wolves, straight up. They had like 1/8 dog in them. And she was playing ball with them, and she tried to take the ball from one, and it mauled her face and killed her. It's easy to forget, like, it's a cool idea to have a bear or a wolf as a pet, but they'll fucking kill you. You could be friends with them 10 years and then they'll still kill you. Because when those instincts take over, right, it's different. Anyway, we're getting a little lay of the land here. I'm just looking around the perimeter. I want to see what's around. What's this? Is that a deer? No, it's a wolf carcass. Ravaged wolf carcass? Ravaged by what? Well, there's another cave up there. However, I think this is more connected to the Langston mine. Or at least somewhere around here there's an entrance to the Langston mine. Very forgiving region though. There do seem to be a lot of caves scattered throughout that you can use in transit. Well, wolves are canines, but you also have to remember the pack mentality of wolves. One alpha is not the alpha forever. He's contested for the alpha position by the other wolves. There's always that. So even if wolves view you as their pack alpha, they will want to contest you. I hear something down here. What is that? Oh, shit. That's a fucking bear. We could try to bring it down. Gives us something to do today. I just gotta remember my way back. I have to go back that way, turn right, and go... It's... Home is that direction, basically. The trailer that we've chosen. Long as we follow these tracks, we're good. She ended up taking half of everything in the end. Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah, fucking common law. Alpha Centauri got that, eh? Very nice. Thank you very much, Lee. That's awesome, buddy. Alpha Centauri's been a regular for the Long Dark for a little while now. Alpha, if you're in chat, welcome to the pack. Yeah, Brian, you heard me thank you for that this morning, eh? Like, 2 minutes ago. What's this? Is this a human carcass or a deer carcass? Or a wolf carcass? If it's a wolf, I don't care, but this matters. All right, let's harvest it. We got to try to locate that bear. I don't really care about the guts. We're gonna get plenty of guts when we quarter that bear after we find it. If we find it. Let's try to get eyes on the tracks again. If we even can. Yeah, right over here. They're not obscured and faded yet. Maybe they are. Shit, that sucks. Oh, here we go. As long as we have these bear tracks, we can try to track it down. I gotta get back to the tracks though. This wolf is kind of blocking our path. Shit, this is really high up. Okay. We're down safe. The bear came over this way. We got him in the head. I mean, I don't know how much longer he has, but there's more tracks in the snow right here. We're freezing now, which kind of sucks. Several wolves in the area, but I see a bear print over there. He's gonna be around here somewhere. No tracks right here. Oh, I think that's him. And with any luck, we'll be relatively close to that trailer. We did pretty much just do a big circle. Who knows? Maybe the bear did us a solid, hey? Bear hands. That sounds like a strange delicacy, but I would try it. Yo, there's so many wolves here. The zone of contamination on very high wolf population settings is quite dangerous. Now, yeah, you know what? Our trailer's right at the top of that hill. We're good. I can harvest this bear on my own time in relative safety. We just have to hope we can get a 2-hour stretch without wind. We got our dinner, though, for a while. No fire yet. We don't need one, Blue. We're good. We're gonna go inside the trailer. We're gonna warm up. We're gonna hope the wind dies down a little bit. And then we're gonna put a fire next to the bear with a couple pieces of coal so that we can quarter it. All right, we're in. Now, let's try to get that bear harvested, and let's hope it doesn't get worse, the weather. It sounds bad. Yeah, I remember one time I saw Theo sitting outside with his back to a fox. Like a wild fox, just randomly chilling there. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And then I come outside and I'm like, hey. And the fox just looks at me and starts walking away. It's weird, man. It was like they were talking. Holy shit! I wasn't even scared. You guys are just making shit up now. That wasn't fear. It was just at best mild surprise. Still though, you see that aiming? Like and subscribe for more fucking 360 no scopes. These are Aurora wolves. They will be deterred by a fire if I can get one built. Invalid location. Here we go. Oh my god. They are tripping, dude. Yeah, this is sus. Well, we got it. But, using the travois is kind of a gesture and great risk. Mainly because I'll be defenseless while carrying it. And I do stink. Yeah, fuck. I might have to kill these wolves. I don't know. It's risky. Definitely risky. I'm tired. A struggle right now would really hurt. Oh, at least that's one wolf that won't fuck with us. I wish you luck, Lee. Oh, come on. Why does that glitch fucking happen, dude? I'm literally stuck. I can't control my character at all. Like, that just happens, and I don't fucking know why. Damn it. Damn it! I already had the bear! Oh, fuck. At least it's not a game-breaking glitch. It's just really inconvenient, because now I don't know if I'm gonna have the same fortune when I try to skin the bear, right? I might end up losing fucking 20% of my health because the wind blows my fire out, for example. Like, you don't have any guarantees. Not really. And now the wind is worse. As you can see, we got really screwed by that glitch, and we're gonna have to hope that the gods answer in kind. It sucks, because effectively I was punished for being resourceful and trying to get that wolf hide. There's less wolves here now, but they are still here. It's just a really shitty situation. See, this is a struggle that shouldn't have even fucking happened. This is dumb. I'm quitting. I obviously don't want to just take that. Yeah, it's just fucking retarded. All of my immersion is now broken because of a glitch that should never have been. Come on, open the game. When everything goes right, so the game just glitches so that things can go wrong. Fuck. It sucks, but I am basically entitled to a perfect run. I got it already. It's just gotta happen again. I knew that if I finished that struggle, the game was gonna save. So I had to fucking Alt F4 out of there. Well, the wind is calmer now, but we're also more tired. Jesus, those wolves are really tripping, eh? Nope. Not fucking... Fine, you know what? You're all dying. I've had it. Let's go. Bleed out slow, motherfucker. I'll find your body later. Alright. Well, where's this other one, huh? Okay, now we can get a lot more loot while we do this, provided the wind doesn't blow our fire out. I probably should have put it between the bear and the hill. It would have been fireproof from 2 directions, but we'll have to hope that it doesn't matter. I heard that wolf drop somewhere in the area. We can retrieve our arrow later. Well, it took a lot of practice. Insight. When you shoot your 500th arrow, it starts to feel more natural. I think our fire's going out. Yeah, sure looks like it. Let's prep the travois for a trip. We're gonna have to come out here in the morning and find our arrow. Anyway, this is unfortunately gonna take a while. We are damn slow right now. I think I saw, yeah. Shit. Yeah, we just can't win. That wolf was creative. He ran at me in a circle. Sometimes they do that. And my scent rating just means he's gonna be coming back. God, this sucks so bad. We had a very simple trip that first time, and if it didn't glitch, none of this would have happened. It's so annoying. I hate glitches in games, I really do. I am grateful that the devs fixed the majority, but motherfucker, again. Go on. And then he goes over there again. So that, like, why doesn't he run behind me, right? Either way, I don't care. We're just gonna keep on going. At the very least, the wolf didn't tear our clothing. Hello, Chad. Good morning, buddy. How are you doing today? Well, guys, as a result of some very unfortunate glitches, we had a way worse time doing that, but we'll try to start recovering from it now. We have 2.74 liters of water. Enough for a while. Let's get some sleep. We have to try to remember to find our arrow from that wolf that we couldn't one-shot kill in the morning. I'm doing okay. We had a really annoying glitch very recently that kind of put me off. We harvested an entire bear, and then we were about to take it all home, but then a wolf came at me, so I killed the wolf, and when I tried to skin the wolf's hide, my game froze. So we just redid it, and I got way more injured, but also got 3 more wolf hides. It was just really annoying. We pretty much got screwed over by a glitch, but there was nothing we could do about it. I should be grateful that we didn't end up with a shitload of torn clothing there during those struggles, though. That could have happened. My clothing remained relatively untouched for it, actually, which is something to be very grateful for. We'll get our health back. I guess it's just the price that we have to pay if we want a reliable source of food for a while. I'm okay with it. If my clothing was torn right now, I'd be pretty cheesed. I'd feel cheated, but it's okay. Hey, Mom? Mom? Anyway, I thought I'd let you know. Oh. All right. I just had to tell Mom about the electrical grid problems from yesterday. I'm going to have to call Nova Scotia Power sometime in the next couple days. I'll call them on Christmas. I'll give somebody their 2.5 times pay. Ah. All right. Let's keep going. We're almost done. We have 4 more of these sacks to get through. Now, we don't exactly... I don't know of a good place to cook this meat around here. But we'll have to figure that out. Uh-oh. Oh, that's gonna be a hard time, Zeus. I mean, Maida's okay. But you actually have to watch Toby and Maddie? That's brutal. Just make sure you hide all the knives in the house. Hello, Brian. Not too much, buddy. We're having a good day so far. We hunted a bear. We got a lot of meat, bear hide. How are you doing today? All right, let's drop the guts inside. I kind of forgot about that for a while. We have a deer hide, a wolf pelt, 3 wolf pelts, bear hide. All right, there we go. We got a good start on hunting in this region. Decent little food stockpile there. I have to drop my knife and eat this can of soup, but I can't forget my knife on the ground like I did in fucking Milton. All right. Oh. Right on, Brian, right on. It's very warm right now. Let's seek out that wolf that died with our arrow lodged in it. We need to try to get that arrow back. Somewhere around here is a wolf with an arrow in it. Oh? What is this? Well, we have all of our arrows back. I don't know why the wolf isn't there, but I guess I'm not too worried about it, as long as we have the arrow. Yeah, we have all 10 arrows accounted for now. It's really fortunate that we saw that. If we had continued looking for a wolf carcass instead of a loose arrow, then we probably wouldn't have located it at all. Anyway, let's set our sights on a new objective now that all that's done. Oh. Very lucky day. Very lucky. Another one. Dude, there were way too many wolves here. Alright, first broken arrow. Anyway, let's grab this shit. May as well. So, what would be a good place for a fire here? Right here would be good. Maybe I can put it, like, right here, and then it won't get blown out by the wind. We'll see. It's not exactly an ideal little base location, is it? Well, you know what? Let's go build our official stash over at the Langston Mine. There is a place I prefer to use. We'll go over there, and we'll use that place. I don't really like the fog. I'll barely be able to see, but I think we can follow the road all the way there. Even though we're gonna have to try to avoid some little patches of chemicals. All right, let's go. We're getting out of here. Oh, her nephews though, Lee? Oh my god. Her nephews are extremely neglected. Like, their behavior is out of this world. Shit, is that a chemical spill? Ah, fuck yeah. Yeah, chemicals. Alright, I'm gonna have to go a really long way around here to make sure that my boots and my travois don't get ravaged by those chemicals. We gotta go really far around. It sucks, but we have to. I really wish the fog wasn't here. It's definitely a disservice to our objective. Those kids are like wild animals, yeah. God, there's chemicals everywhere here. I can't even avoid it. Holy shit. This sucks. Oh yeah, I'm literally just fucking powering through a massive chemical field right now. This sucks. Okay, we're out of that field at least. Let's just follow the road. We do at least have the deer hides required to repair our boots, but we're gonna need extra deer hides for repairing the travois. It's been a long walk, but at least it's been warm. We haven't really frozen much, and the Langston mine is just ahead. I am worried about the obfuscation of predators by the fog, though. Okay, I can finally see the Langston mine up ahead. We're just about there. So this is going to be our outpost in this region. This is going to be where we consolidate and amalgamate all of the loot that we find. There's 3 lockers next to each other that we can use. All right. Oh, finally. Our boots did get pretty chewed up through that. And the travel is at 50%. We have 1 deer hide here, but we have a few back at Transfer Pass. We're gonna need a lot, because sometimes you get unlucky and you fail repairing your travois like 4 times in a row. All right. Hello, Bentley. Not too much, buddy. How you doing today? We hunted a bear. We also dealt with some annoying glitches, but it's all over now. All right, let's begin searching the area that surrounds this place. We have to search all of these outbuildings. Couple pieces of cedar. We got a fuse. Miner's jacket, a book. Yeah, I would love to base up at Transfer Pass, but the food insecurity inherent to the area is just, it's way too much. If there were deers to hunt there, I would probably totally base up there, but there's nothing but rabbits and ptarmigan, so it just feels like it's not a good idea. We already know that we're gonna find mountains of lantern fuel in this area, so I'm not too worried about it. If we leave the lantern running for a while. Alright. I'm gonna break down this workbench here. Oh, we got most of the way and then it became too dark to finish. That's annoying. I guess it is what it is. Here we go. Another outbuilding over this way. Alright, now we can scrap this engine for 20 mechanical parts. There's one more outbuilding that we have to search. And I think we can get there if we follow these tracks. Yep, right there. Let's get inside. Oh, it was beeping this morning. The battery was low, yeah. Okay. Not much to be found over here, but I do see a Polaroid pinned here. Containing a Vista location. Looks like that's it. Well, let's get back to the main area. Shit, chemicals right there. Let's go around them. Bro, this weather is brutal. Let's break our way in here. Okay, we're in. We're gonna search this area after. If I exit this door, turn right, we'll end up getting to the area where my stash is. We can get some sleep there. There's a fire barrel nearby that we're going to be able to use to cook a lot of the food that we got from the bear. And while the fire itself is windproof, I am not. So I'm going to have to make sure that I crouch behind it whenever there's strong winds. Alright, let's deposit a whole bunch of shit that we don't need. Five cedar, 2 books. Don't really need the newsprint. Okay. I don't trust that red wire right there. I don't want to get electrocuted. Maybe we'll be okay. Anyway, we're low enough on food where we definitely have to prepare more first thing in the morning. Let's drop our knife so that we don't waste the durability of the knife while cracking open this can of dog food. Yo, Brian, what food did you get? Fill me in. I've been craving a pizza delivery. It's just too damn expensive. Triple coiler, very nice. Laid some fine cable. That's the plot twist, Lee. Your dog is down in the basement right now on a laptop, just like fucking chilling in chat. Now, we don't really need to search this place too thoroughly. You can find a wealth of loot here, but honestly, it's very tedious. Takes a long time. You gotta responsibly orient the search. It's pretty hard to do. We're gonna find our way to that cave that connects this area to the Forsaken Airfield, and I think I'd like to... It's very hard to find your way around that cave. I remember, it's vast, it's extremely difficult, so we're gonna want to have some form of way to map out the path. Presumably sticks or tinder plugs or something, leaving a trail of breadcrumbs so we can find our way back. Anyway, for the time being, I need to prepare food and water. What is this? Open grate? What the fuck? Oh, that's funny. When you reuse assets in the wrong location. Let's go look over here real quick. I am still hoping that I end up finding a whetstone for sharpening my tools soon. It's kind of the one thing we still haven't found around here yet. Looks like we have glimmer fog, so we're not going to be able to start the fire, but maybe. It looks like there's a blue sky, even though, you know. Alright, drop the travois. Holy shit. That didn't take long. Yeah, we stink too much. We're gonna be attracting predators. Jesus, dude. These very high populations are nuts. Like, I feel like we have to kill an entire kennel of wolves just to leave our door. But there's also a very high respawn timer on the slain wildlife, so it's only a problem for now. And then it ceases to be. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just wanting to leave our door, eh? Took all that. Alright, let's go. Oh, sorry to hear that, baby. That is brutal. Those kids are bad, dude. Like... they have an unstable parentage. Okay, the fire barrel is right over here. Cannot carry the travois into this area. Why the fuck not? Alright. Move all to inventory. We'll have to walk it the rest of the way. But we have a scent rating of 3, so let's keep our guard up. They're good. Well, I'm sure, you know. God loves every child, but... yeah, the sunlight is not direct enough. Still, we may have to use our fire striker anyway. It's not really our call. We need food. And we have to maintain our well-fed bonus. Alright, let's grab a whole bunch of fire fuel that we don't mind using. The cedar is good for base building. I might want to build a bed here. We'll see. I could do like a rustic bed or something. Something simple. Sheeby, make me a pizza too. Send it in the mail, bro. Alright, we're cooking. We have no more water, though. So you know what? Let's do some water first. I'm gonna have to do both concurrently, actually, so water and meat. Yeah, exactly. Beat them into submission. Crush them. Oh, man. When the ego overrides the super ego in the best way possible. Alright, we have insomnia, and it looks like it's gonna last for 34 hours. And since it's warm... we could afford to take a brief look around for something. Really can't see that much here. Not through the fog, anyway. It's a shitty time to go exploring. Let's check up here by this tower. Honestly, Lee, it's a mess. Like, the mom calls the kids retarded and everything. And the kids, like, they sass to everyone around them all the time. It's one of those, like, out of control scenarios. In this instance, you'd have to beat the parents first, otherwise beating the kids wouldn't accomplish anything. You know what I mean? The wind is getting kind of rough. It is getting colder. Colder and colder. I think the secret to raising good kids is to just make sure that they fear you, because fear and respect are kind of synonymous. And if they don't respect you, then, you know, they're not going to respect anybody else in this entire world. It's just the way people are. All right. Let's drop this non-potable water here. We'll boil it later. It's fucking cold now. It got real bad real quick. But at least now we have some rations that we can throw around for a while. We have 8 liters of water, roughly 8 kilograms of meat, most of it bare, so very calorie rich. All right, let's head in. And let's sleep next to this big pile of coal dust. I like the way it feels on our lungs. All right, let's start taking a look around. Now, this room is very big, very expansive, very annoying to search. But we gotta do it. We don't have to be too thorough. We just gotta find, like, some shit, you know? I'm not going to be as thorough as I've been in the past. Primarily, I just want to get it done. Ugh, don't want to walk off that. Holy shit. You could land on those pipes right there, but I don't know how safe or advisable that is. There could be a little bottle of lantern fuel anywhere here. But we'll have to use our fire striker and our torch if we run out before then. Not likely. This thing is very fuel efficient. It always takes you that extra mile. But we'll see what happens. We found an accelerant. And in order to be a good parent, you have to be strict to at least some capacity. You need to have very firm boundaries and very clear consequences for crossed boundaries. That's how you raise kids who aren't sociopathic and don't beat up strangers at school. Good morning, Judith. Welcome. How are you doing today? Okay. We can drop down in there. There is a purpose to it, but we'll do it later. This is where we came up, so that's why, okay, yeah, we searched that. You're going to church, eh? Oh, God bless. And you're feeling better. Your cold is finally gone. Glad to hear it. Getting pretty desperate for some more lantern fuel here. Ah, woodworking tools. Look at that. We just found another set. So we found 3 sets of woodworking tools so far. Interesting. So this is one of the spawn locations for it. Good to know. Now we have to search these upper levels here. Hopefully finding some lantern fuel on the way, but I'll light a torch if not. We don't need light to search these lockers, though. Alright, the respirator's in here. Thin wool sweater. There it is. We'll be able to use that respirator to explore gassy and airless pockets underground. And we found a whetstone, which is nice. That means we can now tend to our hatchet back in Transfer Pass. It's a good grab. But we really need some fucking lantern fuel. Canned corn. I don't really want the running river oats. We're gonna pass on that. Hard pass. Are you enjoying it though, Evo? 10-kilogram bag of salt. I don't know how I feel about that 10-kilo bag of salt. I mean, it's nice, but we're really slow now. Very encumbered. Alright, painkillers. First digit is 8. Second digit is 52. All right. Oh. Okay. Let's eat that can of corn. I have to remember to pick up my knife when I'm done, though. I don't know. The prospect of a game where it's like, where you play as a SWAT team. I don't know. It doesn't sound like something I'd vibe with. Okay, we're a little bit lighter on our feet now, but we're still at 61 kilos, which is pretty excessive. Let's eat. Drink. Okay. We have one more room to check here before we depart down the staircase and leave. This one. Real tiny room. What do we got? Scrap metal. Herbal tea. Barely any fuel left on our lantern, which is pretty rough. But we do have a jerry can with at least some fuel in it back at Transfer Pass. And while we're here exploring this place, we're gonna find several jerry cans of fuel. A great many. I already looked over there, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, we did. Okay. Let's grab this cloth, become even more encumbered. Now, is that staircase here that I can use to get all the way to the bottom? Because if so, I can create a little stockpile down there. Let me take a look. Yeah, we can take that all the way down. Damn, they added custom rolls, eh? That's pretty dope. Oh, beautiful. We just got a second whetstone. That is lucky. Very nice. Quite happy about that. Anyway, let's move this cabinet over here. We can use it as a storage container. Matches and lantern fuel. Look at that. Just about half a liter, right when we need it, eh? Very good. We have half a tank, just over. Glimmer fog again, it seems. Inventory is looking a lot better now. We forgot to deposit some water. That's why we seem so heavy. Ugh. I seem to recall there being a set of quality tools well hidden around this area somewhere. So I'm going to try to keep my eyes peeled for where that might be. I think we found it in here before, like tucked behind this piece of metal. But if it's not there, then I don't know where they're going to be. We'll have to keep our eyes open. Yeah, build mode is, it's really... It lets you see too easily in the dark. I try to only use it during the daytime if I use it at all. And I don't use it to find my way around in the dark. A big part of the game before was that you had to have torches, matches, lantern in order to see what you were doing in a dark place. Now you can just turn on build mode and it tells you everything. It's weird, man. Alright, let's pop outside for a sec. We gotta check that little attached outbuilding near this place. Now, what I might do, there is actually a bed over there in the form of that truck. We can sleep inside that truck if we want. And all I have to do to facilitate that is I have to bring lockers from upstairs down here. In so doing, I'll have a place where I can sleep without having to use my ptarmigan bedroll, right? And there's lockers right here. So I'm going to grab these lockers and bring them down. That's probably the best part about safe house customization. Like it used to be if you wanted to sleep, you know, I don't know. It's so much more convenient. What I used to do is base up in that other place where you saw me leave behind all my stuff. But now what you're able to do is move lockers where you want them, use whatever bed you have available. Now I don't need to use my fucking bedroll to sleep, and I don't have to go into a different room to sleep. We have fucking lockers right here now. It's beautiful. All right. Let's begin depositing stuff here. I'm gonna have to learn where this entrance is, though. All of my experience is... like, it regards the other place where we used to have our outpost. So being here, I'm not really gonna know how to go from, for example, this doorway to my left to the fire barrel outside, right? Like I have to reorient myself. Let's try to get rid of this little bottle of lantern fuel. We have to repeatedly keep trying to refill until it goes away. There we go. It took several tries, but it's gone now. Our bow is getting pretty damaged, but we already have a decent amount of maple saplings available. There is a workbench in here that I'm able to move down here. I'd like to go do that, but we're gonna shed a little bit more weight first. Okay. I don't know if there's a workbench down on this level, but I think I saw a couple on the upper levels. However, there is another place that I still have to search. I think it's over here. I'm not 100% certain, but I do think it's over here. We have to drop into that compactor thing. Where was that? Maybe one more level above our current location. It's not here. Might be one or two more flights up. Here it is. Okay, now we can hop down here on these pipes and get to a special loot stash. I have found very interesting loot over here, even on Interloper. And we're not talking run-of-the-mill loot either. We're talking like rabbit skin hat or a Mackinaw jacket. Interesting stuff. So let's see what we get this time. Yeah, rabbit skin mitts. Okay, crack that open. We got canned ham, a pry bar, beef jerky. And I don't see much else of value here. So let's depart. Now what we need to try to do is locate an operable workbench. I think there's one on the highest level of this place. And we can bring that down to where our stash is. One more level. Gonna have to start conserving some fuel now. Alright, up here should be a workbench that we can take down. Right here. Got it. I'll take a look at how many calories it is. Isn't this awesome, guys? How you can just move this wherever you want now? We're gonna have storage, a workbench, and a bed all in the same place here. Used to be you couldn't get that until you found that special key unlocking the foreman's office. Now we'll have it very easily right away. There. We got a workbench right there. We got storage right here. The only thing we don't have is good lighting. But I think it's because it's evening time. The lighting will be better as more time passes. I didn't find quality or simple tools here, but as we continue to search all around the mine, we're definitely going to be locating such things. Alright, let's get ready for sleep. This canned ham is 550 calories. Yeah, moving that workbench is beautiful, dude. It's so beautiful. We have everything we need all together. I no longer need to deplete the durability of our down-filled bedroll just to sleep. We can just enter here. Although, hang on, it looks like it still wants me to use my bed, but what I can do is just store the bed in there. Yeah. This way we can sleep without using the bed. It's not perfect. We'll want to build a rustic bed as soon as possible, but it's something. Anyway, I'm happy to say that this entire area is now pretty much searched. Oh. All right, our insomnia has gone away. And it looks like we're cleared now for continued looting around the area. Anyway, we're gonna want to start moving all of this stuff back over there. We didn't have much. It's easier to move it over there now than it would have been later after continued looting. Highly doubtful that we see more wolves here. We killed a bunch of them. The fire barrel? I don't think so. At least when the update first came out, when you entered build mode, the fire barrel would have the outline around it, like something that you could move, but then when you tried to move it, it didn't let you. Now, maybe they've patched that. Oh, shit. That locker's gone. Is it like gone? That's not good. Let's go see if it is where we got it. Otherwise, all that loot is probably deleted. That's bad. That's a really shitty bug. We're gonna have to hope that all of our stuff is still inside those lockers. Otherwise, we're screwed, dude. Like, oh, that's brutal. All right, guys, let's prepare for the worst and hope for the best, huh? Well, the locker's there. And it looks like our stuff is still in it. Oh, there's something I want to try, but I don't know if I should try it because it'd be way too risky. You know what? Okay, we'll test it out with this. So, we're going to put wires in here. Okay. And now we're gonna move this locker and see if the wires are still there. Oh, it looks like it, right? Maybe there's no problem. All right, let's hope that we can move this locker down there and not have anything get deleted. I'm really grateful that our stuff didn't get deleted. That is good news. Even if it was a little fucking, like, horrifying, you know? Obviously a very scary situation right there, to have that happen. Let's try that, and see if it remains. No, the locker just won't stay there. The workbench is. We're gonna have to try putting the locker somewhere else. As long as our stuff doesn't get deleted, I'm cool with whatever. Like, we'll figure it out, you know? What about the other locker? Is it where we left it? No, both lockers reverted back to their original position. That is very strange. What about that toolbox that we moved? It looks like the toolbox stayed there. It's just these lockers that are relocating themselves. So, really, I don't know what to do in terms of storage down there. We could try to use several smaller containers instead of using the lockers, but that gets inconvenient. So I'm unsure as to what we'll do. Anyway, for now, let's try putting the locker right here. And then we'll see if that remains there when we leave and come back. I don't think it's a distance thing, no, because we moved the workbench quite far too, right? But the workbench is staying. It's just the lockers, it seems. That's pretty shitty. You know what? There is an alternative idea, but it's gonna take a while. Quite a while. I kind of wish we didn't have to do it this way, but it looks like we do. We're gonna build a rustic bed. And we're gonna take this workbench to the other area. We're gonna stress test the system and see what's possible. We're gonna see what we can do. Okay. Ow. Well, I sprained my ankle, but it is what it is. We got shit to do, right? We're trying something else here. I do have to agree that a big part of being a good parent is you're not really your child's friend. Your only goal is to make sure that they can exist in the world without, like, causing problems for other people. Like, you have to properly socialize them. You have to make sure that they're sane, that they have a good head on their shoulders, that they can fulfill responsibilities, keep promises, and coexist amicably with other people. And sometimes to make sure a kid turns out that way, you got to be real hard on them. What is it? Jordan Peterson said that 2-year-old kids are the most violent demographic of children on Earth. Well, they're the most violent demographic of humans on Earth. 2-year-olds are the worst humans on Earth. The most violent, the most selfish, the most angry. So it's part of human nature to be violent and be selfish and be brutal, right? And you have to condition kids out of those behaviors. And that takes sternness, that takes strictness, yeah. Yeah, it's the lockers. The triple lockers keep on moving. Triple lockers moving back long dark. Yeah, it's a bug, but I can't. Here, what about this? Can't move lockers long dark. This guy's experiencing something similar. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Every time we move the lockers, they revert to their original position. It seems to only be the lockers because other containers work just fine. It just sucks because they're literally the top tier container. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that my dad was too strict on me, but dude, like, I feel like, I don't know, it was good for me to fear what other people would do to me if I fucked up. You know? He was a stepdad, sure, and there's all sorts of literature to confirm that stepdads, they don't do as good of a job as biological fathers. Not nearly. But having someone to fear was good for me as a kid. It really was. It made me kinder to people. Now, what do we do about our storage problem here? The issue is we can't move our locker anywhere. So if we can't move the lockers, we're going to have to move everything else somewhere else. So we're gonna clear this place right here of everything around. Well, Lee, that depends on what the child did. Like, if you were playing out on the street when you were 4 years old and you almost got hit by a car, that's backhandable, right? Like, violence is supposed to be used when the child did something that recklessly endangered their own life or the lives of others. Like, that's what you use violence for, when you need it to sink in. I don't believe in liberally backhanding a kid, like, all the time. You have to reserve it for the lessons that need to sink in. It has to be something, because people become desensitized to spankings, to backhands, to violence, just in general. If people didn't become desensitized to violence, then soldiers wouldn't be so good at it, right? So you have to reserve it for the lessons that really matter. The lessons that really matter. And that's the whole point to a father. Fathers are supposed to be feared. That's how you properly socialize a kid. And you can always tell who the worst kids are by the ones who didn't have a father growing up. It's just the way it is. The barrels are back. Okay. We're gonna have to see how much of this actually sticks. I can't get rid of these cables down there, unfortunately. They're stuck there, but I might be able to, like, put my workbench over them or build my bed over them or something. We have limited options, but we have to try. Yeah, I can kind of conceal it. That there. Let's grab that hook, move the metal shelf right here. Now we have to see how much of this stuck. Like, how much of it is going to stay where we placed it. And then I can build a rustic bed there. If it stays the way it is. We're down to our last 2 kilograms of meat. There's actually psychological literature, Lee, where if there's a father in the home, so if kids are raised by a single father, they're going to be this applies to daughters and sons, they're actually likely to emulate the father's interests. Like, if a dad goes to church, then his young children are going to want to emulate that behavior to make him happy. But you actually see the opposite in single mothers. Children don't like to even daughters don't like to emulate the interests of their single mothers. Very weird shit. Anyway, I'm happy to say that these shelves and stuff did remain where they were. So we can make it work. There is a way that we can kind of make this work. I just really hate those wires down there. But our options are very limited. Like, there's just not much else we can do, so. We're gonna have to move everything back here, unfortunately, after moving it all over there. But it's not gonna take as long as it took to walk the workbench over here, at the very least. Alright, Susie. Well, thank you very much for chilling, sweetie. We'll see you later. You take care for now. Oh, this is weird. This chair doesn't really sit upright. Okay, I guess we can't have a chair unless we build one. Unless it's because it's an overturned chair, but I have no idea. Yeah, it's a weird fucking chair right there. Sure, let's put that chair inside the shelf. Okay. Let's go grab our stuff. Talk to you later, Susie. Love you very much. I didn't really watch the Long Dark trailer, Uncle Bob. I haven't looked at it yet. Yeah. I've heard that it's coming out, but I haven't checked it out at all. Well, I miss her a lot, Lee, but I can't dwell on how much I miss her. That's not gonna help. I have to pretend like nothing's out of place. Because when I focus too much on her absence and how much I miss her, it just depresses the shit out of me. So I'd rather downplay it and just be like, alright, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Take care. That way, it just makes it feel easier to deal with. I love you, Susie. I'll see you in a bit. Anyway, I know these lockers aren't going to stay there, but I'm just going to carry the lockers here so that we can transfer the items in them into the other locker. Alright, bag of salt. Painkillers. And all of the fire fuel. Yeah, Zuzi and I call every morning, pretty much. Sometimes at night after I'm done streaming, sometimes every morning. Well, actually, pretty much every day we call every morning, but... But it doesn't help too much, only because we pretty much spent the last 8 years directly beside each other, like always in the same room, never apart. Always doing everything together, so we've literally been joined at the hip for 8 years, so I think over the past we're approaching 9 years now, and over the last 9 years that we've been together, we've probably only spent 6 months of it apart. Maybe 6, 7 months. Barely any time at all. Other than that, like, other than those 6 or 7 months, we have literally been existing in the same house or the same room every single day, every single hour, every single minute. It's crazy, right? I don't like these wires poking out right here. Looks weird. Damn it. I don't like how every time you press the button to move side to side, it has a predetermined distance. Like, you can't move in a tiny way to make something perfectly symmetrical. Must be just a limitation of the game engine, but it sucks because you can't really place it perfectly, you know? Unless you rotate it and hope that when you're stepping with it rotated, that you can manage to place it the way you want to. I guess that might be, like, close enough. It's not quite. Motherfucker. Oh, that looks so bad. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't working out. This base location, so I'm probably gonna... Maybe I'll base up in one of the outbuildings outside. It won't be too scenic, but there are buildings where you have a heat boost inside those buildings. Feels like minus 13. It's hard to say whether or not we'd be okay if, like, a blizzard started here. That's not a workbench. Let's go check out the other one and see if what it feels like in there. Feels like minus 11. Well, no lockers in here. But we do have this. Wait, so if we leave here, it exits safe house customization, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. Where is the third outbuilding, then? I know one of these has, like, lockers in it. If one of them had lockers and a workbench, we'd be set. I see a workbench right over there. Another workbench right here. Is that a... Well, no, that's a broken locker, not a functional one. Yeah, the base building system needs work. When, you know, just think about the fact that if the lockers didn't keep on reverting to their original position, we would have been done ages ago, right? It definitely needs work still. Glitchy. All right. I could theoretically build a workbench in here. We have 3 lockers right there. It doesn't look like I can interact with these, though. I can't do safe house stuff here with those lockers. It doesn't work. Yeah, just constant bugs and glitches in this area. I don't think I can actually build the base that I'd like to build here. I'll probably have to make do with doing it the way that I did it in previous playthroughs. It just seems like we're very limited on options, so it is what it is. What's the way up there? I could take that staircase up, actually. I mean, that is an option. All right, there is one more thing that I can try to do. Tedious as it is, annoying as it is, we do have one more option that could be attempted. And it just might be viable. It's not perfect. We're gonna have to build a bed up there, but I'm gonna move this locker back there. We're gonna use those 3 lockers for storage. It's just so dark here. There's barely any ambient brightness even during the day. That's the shitty part about this base right here. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. We can't have the base that we want. The only solution, pretty much the only solution, is to try and grab regular lockers and see if we can move those down here. So we're gonna give that a shot. We go all the way to the top. We got nothing but time, right? I will have to cook some more food soon. We're down to our last 2 kilos of bear. But we have plenty of fire fuel as a result of our exploration. We can certainly go outside, use the fire striker or the mag lens, whatever the weather allows. Okay. So we're gonna need to engage in a little bit of a test here. We need to see if these double up lockers can... Hang on, I shouldn't waste my lantern fuel while I bring this down. We're gonna bring this down, leave it by the front door, then we're gonna exit, come back in, and see if this locker stays put. I'm not optimistic about it, but we're desperate, buddy. We gotta figure something out, right? It just really sucks that the whole draw of the base building is like, do what you want, where you want, when you want, and then it's like, oh, except this, this, and this, which which makes it unviable, you know? And I'm sure they'll fix it with time, but this bug will have to be reported. I can't even report it. I'm banned from the forums, so... Alright, so we have those lockers right there. And now we're gonna go grab the medical locker as well. We're gonna see if that red medical locker can be brought here without teleporting back. It's tedious, but we need to gather this data to find out what works and what doesn't. That's it for our food. We're pretty much gonna have to sleep and then start cooking. Here we go. This locker right here. We gotta take this down and see if it works. At least we have a shortcut back down. A single staircase going all the way. Alright. So this is what we have. We brought all three of these lockers down here. We need to see what stays and what doesn't. And personally, Evo, I think Iron Manning your first run is a great idea. Because then you'll learn right away what mistakes you should and shouldn't make. You'll learn what works and what doesn't, all that. So, unfortunately, the only locker that was able to stay here was the medical locker. So, I'll try to just use this medical locker. We'll bring... How much is this? 15? Okay. We'll bring this metal box over there. We're also going to check and see what happened to the backpack that we placed on the staircase up there. Oh wow, I left shit in here. Okay. Yeah, we gotta get a feel for what stays and what doesn't. And fortunately, we do have 2 additional kilograms of bear meat now to go around. Okay. 1 locker that can be used. We already know that the workbench can both be placed here and remain here. I don't like this cable. Fucking can't do anything about it though. what we can do to avoid that cable is just go somewhere else. Now, I'm pretty sure that that pile of planks actually relocated itself back here. We might have to harvest them fully. We gotta get a feel for what does and doesn't relocate itself every time we move it. I can move this shelf, I think, and we could put a bunch of storage containers on top of it. Okay, let's find out what this looks like when we come back. That's not an issue. Yeah, just adapt to it. I mean, as long as Iron Man is, like, an actual difficulty setting. If they balance the game for Iron Man, then that means you should totally give it a try. It just means you'll learn the game faster and make fewer mistakes during the learning curve. Alright, looks like the boxes stayed where we put them. These did not. We have to harvest them. Let's get rid of those. And hopefully they stay gone for good now. We can't get rid of this thing, but it's not really in the way that much. Let's relocate this shelf and see if that seems to take. We have more illumination right here. Yeah, if it's a setting, then you could totally do it. Oh. This well-lit area is definitely what we should use, but let's sleep real quick. I'm glad I can entertain during these trying, boring times. I'm fucking cold and hungry, though. I want some food. What the hell? Is that another glimmer fog? Or is that an aurora? Most likely an aurora. Okay. We are getting to that point where I am beginning to see the limitations with the Long Dark series, however. Having that cougar not show up during the Aurora was kind of the start of it. And then seeing these containers snap back into place and seeing, like, not only seeing these containers snap back into place and glitching the safe house customization, not only the cougar not showing up, the big epic Aurora Cougar boss battle that we were supposed to have, but also the way that our character gets stuck and then we have to like replay a section because it didn't happen properly. You know, these are all things that sort of like, the more they happen over a longer period of time, the more it feels like it sort of cheapens the playthrough and takes you out of it. You know? It's hard. Very, very difficult. to deal with, but I'll try to continue. But I don't know. I mean, it might just be time to, like, we had a good playthrough so far. It might be time that we set our sights on something like Stalker 2, just have a full playthrough of that, enjoy it for what it is, you know? And, give this a break for a while. I just, you know, it might be the right call. But you know me, though. When it comes to the long dark, I will go out of my way and try to deal with bullshit as much as I can. I like the game too much to not try my best to deal with it. This might do as like a little base location. We have wide shelving here for storage containers. We have the locker, which at least isn't going anywhere. We can move this first aid kit. And let's go check on that backpack and see where it is. Alright, the backpack can also be placed on the shelf. I don't know about modding Stalker 2. I don't like modding games. I feel like the experience should be complete on its own without the use of outside mods. That's part of the reason why I don't play very much RimWorld or Zomboid, is just because those games, they're not complete without mods and it feels dirty. I don't like it when devs use modders to do their work for them. You know what I mean? Okay, we got those. Move that over a little bit. But apparently Stalker 2 now has the A-Life built into it or something. Apparently A-Life is like a whole bunch of randomized occurrences that make the world feel more alive. It was part of that 100 gigabyte update that they had recently. Fucking crazy 100 gigabyte update. Never seen a game so massive in my life, but there it is. Alright, let's go grab that workbench and bring it over here. We can take a shortcut by getting back this way. We don't have to walk all the way around. Real life gun names, eh? I can't do it, buddy. I can't do it. I finally found out how that blue flower item works, though. Alright, hang on. How much of this shit can I take with me right now? That's 10 kilos. All of that is very heavy. Alright, guys, this is gonna take a while, but at least this way we don't have to do 2 trips. I'll try to be creative and find like a shortcut where we can drop down. Oh, this is brutal, eh? Oh yeah. Look at how slow we are. This is good. Oh yeah. And now we get to go uphill. Oh, good, good. Oh. It's fucking cold in here. I noticed that the locking latch on this window to the right hand side doesn't actually, one of my 2 windows here doesn't lock properly. Probably reduces the insulation. I could get cozy with that fucking penguin penguin blanket that Zuzi gave me. I at least can say that even after all the difficulties that we've had, starting a base here, you know, kind of customizing something to our liking, after all the difficulties we had, I am happy with the outcome. We have a workbench, we have storage, we can sleep in the truck, right? We managed somehow to get all of this shit together in such a way that I'm okay with it. So even if I do decide to stop playing this and start, you know, play Stalker for a little bit, I do think I would come back to this. All right, let's deposit some shit here. You know what? Fire fuel in here. We don't have that much yet. I think we could fit it all. Just barely. Put that bag of salt in here. As well as, I suppose... You know what? No, medicine can go in here. Makes sense. Not that we have very much of it. We'll put the respirator canister in there, too. Yeah, we found a way. We found a way. I'm not disappointed with this outcome. Well, we use oil-based heating, unfortunately. Yeah. Not electrical. I suppose it takes electricity to turn on the oil furnace, but... this house was built in the 1520s, you know. And I got a thing about cleanness of the air, too. I always try to avoid breathing in the exhaust fumes of my computer. Alright, everything is well put together. Looks like all the containers that we moved here are staying put right where we put them. Let's put that right there. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. It's nice, you know? Nice little narrow area. And we could try to build a rustic bed right here. What do we need for that rustic bed anyway? We have a bear hide. But that's a very expensive, high-quality bed. Probably, you know, not worth the work. We'd need to build a furniture workbench in order to make the rustic bed, so that's a ways off. But, yeah. All right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call this stream here. We're gonna stop playing The Long Dark, but I feel like playing Stalker and starting a new series and all that, like new playthrough. taking it like I want to do a very long-term playthrough. What's up?
One of the cats is out. We're heading back out. I'll be fine.
Okay.
And I put batteries, smoke detectors, on that's beeping.
Okay.
They should be new batteries, but I can't say for sure.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mom. I love you. I'll check for the cat. Well, no, I just mean like hot air that's been heated. Like I don't trust home heating. I think it dries the sinuses and probably causes respiratory issues. Just like the air conditioning of a car, right? I just have that sort of, maybe it's paranoia. Maybe it's entirely irrational, but I don't trust electronic heating methods, right? I think that there's probably an element of deterioration toward one's health that is incurred when it's used. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna play some Stalker. I'm gonna have to update the game. There's a 100 gigabyte update. That's gonna take a hot minute, but when we come back, I'm gonna start a new playthrough, and I'm hoping I can reset that death counter. I kind of want to look it up. Stalker 2 reset death counter. I don't like how the death counter carries your deaths over between playthroughs. I'd rather reset it and have it where, like, you know how many times you died in this playthrough. So I'm gonna quickly look that up here, see if I can find an answer. The only way to reset the counter is to start a new playthrough, but for some reason the game remembers your previous deaths. Perhaps it's just a bug, but at least it's easy to fix. You have to delete all your saves before starting a new playthrough. You can do it in-game, but make sure you exit to the desktop before starting a new campaign. If the fix doesn't work, delete them from the game folder too. Hang on. C drive, users, app data, local, Stalker 2. So what, just delete the saved right here? All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to install Stalker 2. Yeah, apparently don't they use lithium to, like, treat people with Alzheimer's or dementia or something? I don't know. Or schizophrenia, is it? For some reason, I have this vague... I think Ben Shapiro talks about his grandfather using lithium as a treatment for schizophrenia. Craziest thing. But, yeah. I have the same thing, like the paranoia with processed food, too. Yeah, processed food is, like, my big one. I'm very skeptical about I try to minimize it as much as I can. Every now and then I can't help but eat some Kraft dinner or have a grilled cheese or something, or, you know, whatever, but yeah. All right. I'm gonna update Stalker 2, and then I'll see you guys in the next stream, and I don't know, it could take up to 40 minutes for 100 gigabytes to download. We'll see. But I'll get started on it right away, and I'll meet some of you guys back here if you want to keep on chilling. All right, take care, rock on, and peace out for now, guys. I'll see you in the next one.